I am fucking energized. Let's go. Welcome back, guys. I just drank coffee, so I'm really excited for this episode, especially because it's weird. I really enjoy guests, and shouts out to Blake because last episode was our best performing episode, like kind of by far.
Yeah, shout out Blake.
I mean, he did just also push it so much.
Yeah.
So that helped, but it's always fun to just dick around, just the two of us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I actually just took a Viagra. I'm feeling quite frisky right now.
So we're really gonna be dicking
Yeah, this
around.
is gonna be quite the interesting episode.
So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I mean,
yeah, a whole lot.
That's what I think is the fun part about when you take a week off.
Yeah, because we had guests.
Because you also can't. You want to talk about the guests. You don't want to get your guest opinion on something fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? And just like
I mean, we do anyway.
We do, but it's not the same. It's not like how we're just like, hey, guest, I know this was to help promote you, and it's all about you, but listen to me talk about my motorcycle that I'm working on for 10 minutes. So where do you want to start?
How about?
Do you want to? It's kind of mid, but do you want to start off with the answer the internet? Just kind of get that out of the way. Being that
Yeah, if it sucks, sure, let's do it first. Well, that's not a great way to start.
Would you rather have to watch either only softcore porn or minor league sports for the rest of your life?
Minor league sports. I don't watch that many sports anyway. There's a lot of these are sports questions because it's Barstool, so that makes sense. But minor league sports because I think this. I don't know if this is a true statement, but I feel like if you're a little bit worse at the game, it makes it more interesting. Because, so imagine UFC. You have two.
It's more attainable to get.
Yeah.
Like to do that with. So yeah.
I don't know what minor league UFC would be, but I'm thinking like not as good fighters. It's a little bit more interesting because if you're in like UFC and you're fighting a professional fighter, you know that if they hit you once, you might not just lose but die. You might fucking die and shit your pants at the same time. But if you're like a little bit less experienced, you're not as wary of your opponent, and you're also kind of hungry because you want to get to the next level. So like, that's what I'm thinking there.
I would say minor league sports only because they're more desperate for ratings than professionals, like the top tier professionals, that they would do other interesting stuff.
And
like for example, a minor league Bert was talking about how he was jokingly, if he becomes a billionaire or if he had the money that because they had Prez on the Bill Burt podcast one time and Bert was talking about, he was like, Prez, if I had your money, I'd buy a minor league team. And he was like, no, fuck that. I don't care about minor league teams. If I did buy a team, it'd be a major league team. Bert was like, I'd do it because that would be the only type of sport or like league that they would be like, I'd be like, hey, I'm going to play, and they would actually let me. So he was like, I'm going to buy a minor league baseball team, and they'd let me pitch. He's like, we might not be very good, but like.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
So it was like that. The other thing that I thought was fucking hilarious is, did you.
I clicked another time.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I clicked restart now. Oh, fuck. Just kidding.
The other thing that was funny is before he went and actually played, it's hilarious seeing that in The Last Dance, there's an episode when Michael Jordan went over to baseball.
Yeah.
He started on a minor league team. So it's just like so many fucking fans would show up to this minor league game and to all these practices, and would they hardly ever had it. And it's just like, hey, this dude won 3 NBA championships in a row, and now he's playing minor league baseball.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So it was hilarious just seeing this minor league stadium packed. So I was like, maybe for the off chance that something like this happens, I'd rather that.
Yeah, plus, you end up with some guy who's like definitely going to go pro, and he's just way better than everybody else. That'd be hilarious.
So is it.
Cool.
Softcore porn also just isn't impressive. It's just like, that's just Instagram at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, would I rather... Actually, if that's the case, then I'll just take Instagram.
Yeah. Okay. One thing... Okay, so tomorrow I think we need to finish up the wall. I'm now agreeing with build the wall, but not in the way that many people
Welcome back
would
to the
think.
MAGA podcast, guy.
So yeah. So just
do you want to give our listeners some clarity so they don't think you're actually
so
hella MAGA?
Little update for everybody. We're building a wall on the side of our carport or our back porch because our neighbor does not like when we play loud music.
She ain't gonna listen to this. Fuck you, Debbie.
Yeah. So we're always loud, and so we're like, let's just build a giant wall in the back of our house, and to block off all the sound. And so we took 7 or 8, I think 8 4x8 pieces of plywood, and we have it all lined up. And my plan is to go to Lowe's tomorrow and buy 7 or 8 4x8 pieces of foam and put them on the front of it and absorb all the sound so that we don't get any more noise complaints.
Which really means we're going to start hosting orgies at our house,
correct,
as opposed to just parties.
Yes, so you can be as loud as you want, loud as you can. That's a Jeremiah reference.
Loud as you can.
No.
Jeremy,
yeah. But anyway, I'm excited to finish the wall. It right now it's just a bunch of plywood laid against the wall.
I like the idea of it, but I'm hoping we can move it because I kind of like the light that comes in. And now
no, I don't think it's a permanent thing.
Okay,
I don't want to leave it there forever.
Sick.
Anyway, just wanted to update everybody on our housing upgrades.
Even though it's kind of old and it was very fun. I'm very impressed with our performance at Mid-Tap.
Oh yeah,
2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
where
dude, okay. I want to know how much they spend on each bottle of champagne.
Yeah, because for those who don't know about this, probably won't, depending on who's listening or not. But we went to Mid-Tap. It's like
a bar around here.
It's like a self-serve bar.
Yeah.
And they have this bottomless mimosa kind of just special. And what they do is you like order it, and they just give you the bottle of champagne and a cup of orange juice.
Yeah.
So naturally, our friends and I went through 2 cases of champagne, and had a grand old time. And then on top of that, we got very creative. And since it is next door to a supermarket, we went and bought a pack of ping pong balls, and we just started playing BP with champagne just at this bar while everyone else is there to go watch the LSU game.
It was the funniest part to me was it was all people who had just done yoga. Like,
what do you mean?
So apparently Mid-Tap hosts a yoga session on Saturday mornings. So most of the people, it was packed as fuck. I don't know if you saw that, like when you walked in.
I was there, yes.
No, but you got there late.
Yeah, no, I got there and there were so many people.
So when we got there, it was completely full of like moms or like middle-aged women. And we were like, what the fuck is going on? And basically, they hosted the yoga thing, and so everyone stays after yoga for bottomless mimosas. And so so we show up there, we start playing BP, and there's all these moms like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, is that what all the older people? Even though they looked like they were in their 30s, they didn't even look like they were
maybe
that
not
old.
Moms. I don't know. I didn't really.
There were older people there.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was a lot of people of the age of doing yoga. I don't know.
That varies, but
whatever. No, it's actually 42.
Also, to like save names, I think it's hilarious that some dude Venmo'd your girlfriend $100.
That's hilarious.
So sick.
That is so funny.
And then we were drunk enough that it was very funny that she did that, and then Colin Venmo'd her 10 cents and was like, "Get you something nice." And then
I couldn't be outdone.
And then I had to outdo Colin, and I sent her 11 cents. Said, "Get you something nicer than Colin's getting you." So even though I've mentioned her name. Never mind.
Yeah, what? We've talked about her a bunch.
Even though Lily got paid $100, yeah, now she's got another 23 cents.
Yeah, that was so fucking funny. That she's just like, she looks at me, she's like, so that guy just Venmo'd me $100. I'm like, why? I'm like, what did you do to earn $100? And she's like, I made 1 cup in BP. She made 1 cup.
Yeah, but then they were also like, oh, if you make the cup, you gotta give him your number. And she was like, no.
Yeah, and then
simply
I was like,
no. And then he still Venmo'd her anyway.
Yeah,
but
which I was down with, But anyway, I want to know how much they buy their bottles of champagne for.
It has to be so cheap. They have to be buying so much because they are losing so much money.
That's what I'm saying.
$14 and they just give you the bottle.
No, it's 12.
It's 14.
Oh, is it?
It's like $1.50 for a cup fee.
Okay.
Well, after fees, it's like $14, but still.
Okay, in that case, I just want to know how much they pay for each bottle because I will buy the bottles. Like, every time I go over $15 worth of champagne bottles, I want to buy each one for the cost. I don't want them to go out of business. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to run them out of business because we drink so much champagne.
Well, I also want to just go back and do beer because
beer is less good.
I felt really stupid because I was like, this is a place where you self-serve and they've got a large selection of beers. I'd like to try them. And then it was just like, yeah, fuck it, we're just gonna get champagne.
Yeah, I prefer champagne though. So
I
for
mean,
me,
I prefer
for me, it
champagne
made sense.
maybe in general, but like, it's like you're going to a beer place.
But
Why
it was
would you
also $35 for the craft beer, or bottomless craft beer.
Yeah,
It was
I mean, I
25
guess
for the.
because you're getting a lot higher quality beer.
Yeah,
It's not like it's like
I mean, it's
natural light or something.
you can get Ghost for with that.
I know.
Okay, yeah,
Blake was getting Ghost and Antigator.
yeah. So it's pretty good. It's still like a
They were
decent
playing
deal,
DP
but
with 8% beer.
yeah,
Which is insane.
yeah. It's still like 3 times as much, 3 times as
Yeah.
expensive. But
Mid
might
Tab,
be
you should
worth it.
sponsor us.
Yeah, we would definitely take a mid-tab sponsorship.
We would even do a fucking. I want to start going to a lot of these like local businesses and just host the podcast
at the
at a
business.
place. Like I still want to do this,
but not tell
I
them. We
wanna
just
know-
show up and just like,
no,
what is up, guys?
No, because I want them to allow us to do it.
Yeah.
So I want to talk with them, but and even
Holy
if
Christ,
it's
it
like,
clips so bad.
wait, what?
So loud.
Oh, because I want to do it to where like we help sponsor them, but
Yeah.
also they let us do it. So like one idea that I pitched to you that I want to know what everyone else thinks is the place where I get my hair cut also has a salon. So I was like, how funny would it be if Colin and I just did a podcast while getting manicures and pedicures?
That'd be so funny, I think.
Like they're just doing business as normal, and we're just like, yeah. The only issue is they play music, so I don't know if we'd have to like either rent it out. Or
I think we should just start doing podcasts in public places in general. We just go to McDonald's and we're just in a coffee shop. We have everything set up, got the focus right.
Not a coffee
got
shop because they would fucking hate us. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
horrible.
No, McDonald's would be
funny.
ideal.
A fucking Waffle House. Oh my god.
We have the laptop and the Focusrite all plugged in. We're like, do you have an extension cord we can borrow? Like, what?
They would not only be confused, but I actually think that would not be feasible being how small the booths are at Waffle House.
True. I don't even think they'd stop us, though. I think they'd see it and be like,
They've
why?
seen worse.
Yeah, they'd be like, what
They've
the fuck?
seen worse.
Be like, we are here recording our podcast at our local Waffle House. There's a crackhead right outside. But yeah, I think we should definitely
We
start
should
doing
look
that.
into that though.
Yeah.
Is recording it in different, but that means we probably need to go to video because it's not going to be as funny.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Actually, we are currently in a Waffle House. Y'all can't see us, but we are currently
Yeah,
at a
sorry,
Waffle
guys,
House.
I just
This was
lied
all a
to you to
meta
your
joke
face.
about how we're currently at a Waffle House and y'all just can't see it.
we go from trying to be great interviewers to fucking this.
Sorry, what's that? Yeah. No, yeah, extra syrup. Thanks. Yeah.
Can I get the All Star?
No, I didn't have the waffle. Okay. Anyway, we're back. Sorry. They keep getting our order wrong.
I hate us.
Oh,
do you
man.
want to switch it up and do a fantasy
Yeah.
update? So update.
Yeah,
Colin and
I'll
I
take some
both-
more orange juice too. Thanks.
Colin and I both stopped. Colin and I both sucked. At least this week. For,
Yeah,
like
I
we
sucked
just were
so
not
bad.
paying attention, and both of us played with just empty spots. I literally dropped a player to get a kicker since my kicker had a bye, and then I think I just forgot. And I don't
put
even
him
know
in?
if I got the kicker, but I just played without a kicker for this week.
Dude.
I lost against Megan, so shouts out Megan
L.
for beating me. I did beat Frankie, so that was fucking awesome. But that's because
Nice.
my quarterback and my first string running back combined got 70 points.
Oh.
So that's really what carried because my team kind of shit the bed this week.
Yeah.
Also, I fucking hate that for the past 2-3 weeks they've been like Julio Jones might play, so I'll keep him in, and they're like maybe, and then like literally 5 minutes before the game they're like, yeah, he's not playing. So then he's just in and gets 0 points. So then I was like, fuck this, he's benched. Then apparently in the middle of the week they were like, yeah, he's good to play, so they cleared him, they put him in, and then he scores 33 points on my bench. So fuck me on that.
Jesus.
So I think I would have beaten Megan. Yeah, I would have beaten Megan if I had Julio Jones in. So that was fun. Other than that, I'm 2-4 with in the circus, so that's not looking good.
Yeah.
And then I am what am I in Young Savage? And then I'm 2-4. Oh, I'm 2-4 in both, but at least I'm not 1-5.
I think I am. So I'm 4-2 in Young Savages, and then I'm 4-2 in both actually.
Oh my god, you're fucking
Very
doing
nice.
well.
Very nice. Oh wait, no. This is just not updating. Okay, let's see. Stiff nipples. Let's see. I'm 2-4 on stiff nipples actually. So, yeah, not doing great. I lost to Lily on this one. And she did horrible, which made me very sad because I could have just beat her if I'd put
if
some
you put
people.
players in. Didn't you have like 3 players with buys?
Yeah, I had
That's
3
rough.
different buys, and
That
I
is
just
rough.
didn't play anybody. But it's fine. I'm not upset. I'm actually adding people to my lineup right now.
Yeah, I have to wait to pick some people up on the waiver for my buys, but
Nick Chubb's injured. Yeah, so that one I got 70 points because I had 3 people missing. I would have destroyed her.
you get 70 without 3 people? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Everyone that was in did
was
really
that
well.
the league you're killing it in or the league you suck?
No, lead I'm losing.
Okay.
In our league, I am.
You're fucking crushing it.
Yeah, but I every one of my players just did horrible. They had a horrible week. Like even Mike Evans got 2 points.
Yeah, fuck Mike Evans. You know why? You know
Mhm.
why? Fucking because I knew he was on the team. I didn't know he was playing. I thought he just transferred, or I thought he just got traded there because fucking Tom did. But Gronk fucking went off this weekend.
You really?
Yeah, that's why Mike Evans got like no points is because they just
Oh.
kept passing it to Gronk got like I want to say like 20 points. So I mean, tight ends getting 20 points, that's amazing. So yeah, that was why is they had Gronk who normally hasn't. I want to say he's either been injured or they just haven't been giving him the ball.
Yeah.
So because of that, but
Just
oh well. I don't want to give in, but I've definitely accepted the fact that I'm gonna have to pay money this year, and I think that's why I'm doing so bad. I really think that is why.
yeah. I mean, it happens to the best of us, which is me.
Not me.
I'm the best of
Not
us. So just
Mm.
kidding. I actually came in last year, so I wouldn't say I'm the best of us, but yeah. So that's pretty much that. I don't think I have any more updates. I think the only update I have is that Lily should not have beat me, and I'm very upset. And then Connor absolutely destroyed me, so no worries there. Monster Hunter trailer, saw that?
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dog shit.
Oh,
Did we watch
horrible.
it together?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
Well, no. First off, did you think Jack made this comment? Did you think it was a complete, like it was a pretty big ripoff of? He said it was a complete ripoff of Kong Skull Island, and I think it was that mixed with Mad Max. Like I think that was.
I just didn't understand how it at all is Monster Hunter.
It isn't. That's why it's
Okay.
dog shit.
Cool.
And also, of course, they try and pack it with good cast. I was like, maybe I'd see it just because T.I.'s in it because I think it's funny that T.I. is
Yeah.
gonna be in a movie about a video game. But also, I'm just like, this looks so bad.
Yeah, it's horrible. I
Which
mean,
also I think it's crazy that, and the only reason I know that is because I saw it in theaters with you. But Kong Skull Island is like one of the last movies I'd ever think you would have seen.
yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't even that bad.
Surprisingly better than I thought.
Wasn't Samuel L. Jackson in that?
Yeah, I think so.
How
Brie
did they
Larson was
swing
in
that?
it. Brie Larson was in it too.
Yeah. Oh, she was?
Yeah.
What?
Brie Larson was in it, and then I think Tom Hiddleston was in it too.
I think it was, yeah.
Um,
Who was the main character?
I don't fucking remember.
Me neither. That was actually not the worst movie I've ever seen.
Actually, I'm
'Cause little
thinking
twist,
I
you know, like,
enjoyed.
whatever.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed it more than I thought
Yeah.
I did. But
A bit of a twist at the end.
that led me into like, why can't they make good movies out of video games?
I don't know.
They have fucking shit the bed on every single video game movie, and it does it. I don't know why.
I think it's because well, no, I don't know.
Jack's
I-
argument
I
is
have
they
a
keep
theory.
getting directors who have never played who don't play video games, so
Okay,
that's
that makes
why.
sense.
So they don't get it. But I mean, I really don't know. I mean, I feel like you could literally just take the game and add more dialogue, and that would be like if it's a great game and it already, especially if it's a story game, you don't even have to add that much. It's like,
Yeah.
why can't you just literally recreate this as a movie?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Which I'm hoping they do with Uncharted. Uncharted is literally my final hope.
Are they making an
Of-
Uncharted movie?
They're making an Uncharted
Ah,
movie, and
cool.
Tom Holland is Nathan Drake.
Oh,
and then,
sick.
Bryan Cranston, I think. No, who was fucking Sully? Somebody is some. The cast is good, but to be fair, the cast for Assassin's Creed was pretty good, and that movie did not do well. So
Did you watch it? Did you watch the Assassin's Creed one?
I have not because I heard it was so bad, and I don't want to waste my time on it. But
I never played Assassin's Creed either, so
neither
like,
did I. I never played Assassin's Creed. It was like always something that I was just like, this is a really cool game, and then it was just
Yeah.
like, do I want to play it? No.
yeah, that's kind of how I felt. What movie games have come out?
World
that
of
I-
Warcraft.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was
WoW.
recent.
I thought that was like the first one, wasn't it? I
It,
thought that
it-
was.
didn't it Crush? I thought it did amazing in
It
like
does
China.
in China. That's the whole point. It's
Oh, all of them do well
all
in
these
China?
movies. The only reason I think they keep making them is because people in China will watch the shit out of them, but they're just not good movies. It's like the same as
Like the Meg. I heard the Meg was literally made for China.
it was.
Like it was okay. Yeah.
Well, hold up. They made a movie, or South Park recently came out with an episode that made fun of that. That this dude was like, "Hey, Stan started a metal band, because he hated that he moved out of South Park because his dad started the weed farm, and it was super emo. And they were just like, this dude came and was just like, "Hey, I want to sign you," and then they were just like. They were like, "Oh shit!" And there was just like, "Yeah, I just signed this group, and they just sold their biopic for $100 million." And then they were just like, "Yeah, you don't make money off of music sales anymore. You make it off of your biopic that you sell to China." And literally, the entire thing was the fact that they would just be making it. It's like, no, you can't do that. The Chinese government won't like that. So that was like the whole joke. So yeah, no, it's definitely made for China. The only reason they keep making more Mission Impossible movies is because Alibaba is literally the production company behind it.
Oh, I guess all those movies crush in China.
And yeah, they just
It's so weird. Why?
maybe
Does the
because
Chinese populace just really like action movies?
yeah, maybe, and also maybe they aren't making any good ones in China, so they're looking abroad.
Okay, looks like I'm much louder than you. Are you just?
I'm really loud, but
No, just okay. Whatever.
But yeah, I mean, okay. So wait, what other video game movies have been out? What was the last one? It wasn't
Sonic?
Assassin's Creed. Oh,
That
Sonic
doesn't really count because that. Well, yeah, it does count because it was a video game, or like it's mostly a video game.
they made it. Oh, okay, because that's. Yeah, I mean, they got the Angry Birds movie. That was dog shit.
Yeah, probably. I just can't think of that many.
Did they do? What was another one? I swore that they did. Let's Google it.
Video game movies.
Video game movies.
I agree with what you're saying though.
Like, I wish they would make them better.
Yeah.
I mean, Mortal Kombat. I wouldn't even count that because that's already.
Wait, why wouldn't you count that?
Because it's not like Mortal Kombat movies have been out for a while. It's not like in the past like 10 years.
Lara Croft. That was a good one. People liked that one.
Really?
Yeah, I think people liked it.
They made a Doom movie.
Did they?
Detective Pikachu, or is
yeah,
it
Detective Pikachu was good. I think everyone really liked Detective Pikachu actually.
Resident Evil. Okay, yeah, I actually know about that. Those have been going on for a while. Okay, I'm trying to count out the ones that have been.
I didn't know
for
any of these
forever.
existed.
I'm talking about like the ones that have been like recently done.
Yeah, I think at some point they realized they suck. They always suck. I think, yeah, I don't know.
I think some of them have good potential. I think if you did an Assassin's Creed movie right, it would be a good one.
I agree. It could be good, but they need to not change it too much. You know, change it enough to where it's a movie format, but don't reinvent the wheel. You know, the reason you're making an Assassin's Creed movie is not just because of the IP. It's because of the people like the story behind it or the idea.
Like Uncharted, the story is so good that I really hope they don't fuck it up.
Yeah,
I really.
Dude, if you. Well, I don't know. It'd be dumb to take a game and take the story from the game and make it a movie. That would be dumb too. But like the whole thing might just be get some writers from the game and have them reproduce something.
I would like that because one thing I think would be cool is like, for example, I don't know if they're going to keep making
Gamer Hour
Uncharted movies with the main characters.
Yeah.
But it would be cool if it was just like, because they aren't going to make more games with Nathan Drake, Uncharted games with Nathan Drake as the main character. What if they made an Uncharted movie? Nathan Drake was the main character, but it was just a new story, and it just like referred back to all those. So it's like, even though the video game studio isn't going to make any more with him, they could still make a movie about what would he do after this. So I'd like it if they referred to the games, but it was a new story.
Yeah. I know they talked about doing a Halo movie for forever, which I feel like is the perfect universe for like a movie. That would be
a good one.
Because that's just low hanging fruit. It's so free to make a movie like on Halo. The universe is so massive
that they can endlessly pull.
They could make an entirely new story, or just take it from one of the books, one of the thousands of books that have been written about Halo. Tons.
Oh my god.
Tons of books. Not all of them are like canonical, but canon, I guess, is what the word would be. Not all of them are canon, but there's a ton of them, and they could just steal a story from there, Bang.
Yeah, it's kind of like how one thing everyone gets pissed about is the fact that they keep referencing the Skywalker story and Star Wars when they're like,
Yeah.
there are hundreds of books out here and you just keep pulling
Yeah.
from the same ones.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
Dude, I think the problem is that we're not in charge of video game movies. I think if we were to
Us
be in charge,
specifically, or just gamers?
no, us.
Okay. Yeah, I
I
guess.
mean, first of all,
we could do
gamers rise up. Yeah,
that.
most of
Ace Watkins. Everyone, go
Ace
out and
Watkins.
vote right now. Vote for Ace Watkins.
Yeah.
We need a gamer president.
Ace Watkins, the gamer
That
president.
is him, right? Ace,
Yeah, Ace
okay,
Watkins.
Ace Watkins.
Gamer for president.
Is he like literally running? Or,
No. I
or
think
is it just a whole
Ace
meme?
Watkins is not a real person. I'm pretty sure. I think it's
Well, it's a character.
yeah.
But like, I didn't know if he was actually using that character and actually trying to run.
I don't think
Because I've seen him go to like political events and try and like as content, like he'll go to like a.
Oh, campaign by Hard Drive Magazine. That's funny. It's
His
Okay,
Twitter's
anyway.
fucking hilarious. Shouts out
Yeah,
Ace Watkins. His Twitter's
Ace Watkins
so funny.
is hilarious. Maybe it is an actual guy. I don't know.
I didn't know if that was his actual name, but it seems like it's kind of like a character that he's just
Yeah,
playing.
definitely. He's also definitely not 35 or whatever. However old you have to be.
Oh yeah, he's way younger.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
But no. I don't even know what we're saying. Oh yeah. I think that it's just me and you should be in charge of. They're not asking us. They need to be emailing us these things.
All right, Paramount, hear me out.
Yeah.
Put us in charge. That was
Yeah.
it.
Just email us if you'll have some ideas. We'll look over
The
them.
Function Podcast Co at
Yeah.
gmail.com.
You can hit us up.
Subject line: take over all video game movie production.
Something like that. Yeah. Something simple like that. That we'll get immediately. Otherwise, it's gonna go to our spam, and then we'll send back an angry email or something.
Do you want to just keep hammering out these movies and stuff like this while we're on the topic? Movie
Like-
/ video game /
What else? What
Did you
else?
see about the Triple Spider-Man?
No. Oh no, I didn't see that, but I did hear about it
It was-
briefly.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire
Is-
and Andrew I think they're making Spider-Man 3 because they entered the multiverse theory. They're
Yeah.
literally just gonna bring them in, and they're gonna be
Mm.
Spider-Mans as well.
That's
On
gonna be so
top of
ridiculous.
on top of that, they rumored that they're in the process of signing somebody from Miles Morales, which would be
Ooh,
awesome.
That would be cool.
And then finally, another thing is Jamie Foxx said he really wants to reprise his role as Electro, so that would be sick.
As in,
Electro's Spider-Man.
yeah, I remember. I remember that movie. That was good too. Wait, which movie was that?
That was the second one with Andrew Garfield.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
I did too. I think if it had better writing and directing, like
Yeah.
I like what they're doing with this universe of Spider-Man. With
I gotta
Tom
be honest.
Holland.
I just remember the effects from Electro,
Yeah.
but it was very cool. I do remember that. I was
Uh,
like, that's fucking sick.
So I'm excited about that. I think they're really finally partnering together, and making
Okay.
sure Spider-Man doesn't shit the bed.
Was I talking with you about this? We might have been talking about this already, but so Sony still owns Spider-Man,
The way it works is like
and it's leased
Marvel
basically.
sold the movie rights of Spider-Man to Sony.
Okay.
And what happens is Marvel then, now that they're owned by Disney, they're like basically leasing it back from,
Gotcha.
even though
From
it's stupid
Sony.
because they own all the IP,
Yeah.
they just can't make the movie
Oh,
unless
without
they get Sony's
permission.
So the whole
Okay.
point. So that's how I
Was-
mean it's
was
because
it-
it's not like Sony gets a cut of everything Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They just get a say in the movies.
Didn't you say, or someone, I don't know who I was talking to, someone said that they make all the money that the movie makes, but Disney just makes all of the merch profits.
That's why Disney likes doing it.
Yeah.
Because
Because they make way more money.
yeah,
That's
well,
what I read.
it's the whole
Or
point
that's
is
what I
like
heard.
if you have the movies out,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be fresh in people's minds, so then you can push
Yeah.
all merch, video games,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Well,
Oh.
Sony's still making money from the video games, right?
Maybe.
Sony makes.
Well, I guess.
Isn't-
Well, that's the difference. Is Disney will own the rights to make the video games.
Yeah.
But because Sony owns PlayStation, which already develops video games
Yeah,
in,
who,
in their own, so they're just. It would make sense for them.
Oh,
to
they're
be-
like a separate contract, you think?
Well, yeah. It wouldn't be like it's not like the same setup as the movies to where Disney
Yeah.
would have to get Sony's permission. It's just like it'd be like if somebody else owned the movie rights to a Halo movie.
Right.
They would have obviously go to Bungie because it's like, hey, to make the video game for the movie, they're like, dude, this is your franchise.
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense. Or it's like, and you make video games,
Mm.
like that makes sense. So that's how that would be. But I mean, like, here's the crazy number. So I remember seeing this. There's,
69.
Like, the reason they like this is so The Force Awakens made about like $1.5 billion in
Okay.
theaters, but Disney made another $3 billion just off of licensing out the IP off of that movie and just like merch from that. So like
That's okay.
that is why
I see.
that is why they want to do that, because
Yeah.
Spider-Man's a popular franchise, and obviously the better the movies do, the more money they can make elsewhere.
Right.
So that's kind of where they're going with that.
That makes sense.
And it's finally good that Sony isn't trying to be egotistical. They realize they kind of fucked up with the movies, and they're kind of like, hey, Marvel, you're good at this. We'll let you do it. It's in our best interest if you do this.
Yeah.
And the thing that fucking sucks, that makes me so mad, is that Venom just did just well enough to where they're not going to sell that to Marvel. So now Sony is going to keep making. Sony is going to keep making fucking Venom.
Yeah, but like, okay, but there's no problem if because now they can't have a crossover as easy.
It's going to make it harder to have a
that's
crossover.
true.
So that's why, because I would love to see. I mean, I think from what I've seen, Tom Hardy's done a good job
Yeah.
of Venom. I still haven't seen the movie.
I've only ever seen the trailer. Like, I've seen the trailers for, like, I don't know, all the trailers for it, and it looked cool, but I just never watched the movie.
Garrett kind of convinced me to not watch it, but
Why?
just because of the way he talked about it,
Mm.
and just
It looked interesting. It looked almost like, I don't know, almost funny. Like,
yeah, it looked like I could make fun of it for being bad.
yeah,
Almost.
yeah, maybe. Like, it looked like it was trying to be serious, but also trying to not be serious. But I don't know. I was kind of intrigued.
Yeah.
I might watch it. I just don't watch
Maybe.
movies that often.
Yeah, I know you
so.
don't watch movies. So.
But hey, you know what I'm watching tonight?
What?
The Social Dilemma. Have you seen that?
Oh shit! Wait,
Have you like heard about it?
I have
Like,
heard about it. And I don't know the full thing about it, but I just know it's basically, isn't it like talking about the effects of social media
Yeah.
and the internet on, like, and don't they talk to people who like work there?
Yeah, I can't wait to just act like I know everything and just like shit on it the entire time, and just be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, it's not really, not that I know
I want
that
to
much,
see the
but I'm just
Facebook
gonna act like it.
episode because I don't know anyone.
Wait, is it serious? I thought it was like a 2-hour documentary or some shit.
I thought it was a docu-series. I could be wrong.
Docu-series?
I could be
Oh,
completely
shit.
wrong.
Hold
But
on.
like, all I know is there hasn't been a company that has contributed to like the effects of society where the founders have been like, fuck that shit. That shit is horrible for you, more than Facebook. So like, I think both Sean Parker and Chris Sacca, who were like two key people in Facebook, obviously, they were just like, yeah, I'm not gonna
Oh my god,
let
that's
my
hilarious.
kids do that. And
Dude, okay, so well, let's talk about this then. I don't know if you saw this, but Google.
I did. I saw that on the
Antitrust?
show notes, and I did. First off, the Department of Justice has been fucking talking about doing this for like literally the entire year.
Well, here it is. Now
I
it's
know,
happened
it's
now.
finally here.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
It's just like I've been waiting on it, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Aren't you excited?
no.
I don't know why you would be.
Well, I mean, I think
Okay, hey
here's
guys,
where
the Department of Justice just sued Google for antitrust or whatever.
here's what my issue is. I fucking hate every other search engine out there. So
Mhm.
I really don't want them to break up Google.
Yeah.
It's the other parts of Google maybe that
They're going after search specifically.
fuck.
Yeah.
That's what, because here's the other, I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's just kind of like Google search makes so much fucking, it's literally the fact that the craziest thing is the capital structure of the business is like, hey, we have so many things that don't make money, but Google makes so much fucking money that we can still afford to be this profitable.
Yeah.
With Google still paying for fucking everything else. So
Yeah.
that is actually insane. I
It
don't
is
know
insane.
any other business that is like that it's just like, hey, we have so many losing divisions.
Does YouTube still operate at a loss?
Yes.
Because
I
they
don't
released
think
some of
YouTube is
their.
I do not. I think it's very close. I
Oh,
think
really?
it's very close to profitability, and they're working on it. But YouTube is still not profitable.
Dude, they have started really cranking up the ads in the last like couple of years.
Oh yeah.
Like it is like
Well, and
4
and
ads.
I didn't know
any,
this, but did you?
any video.
Recently, I've only started noticing this over the summer with the fact that they just have like their own like Patreon type thing built in,
Yeah.
where you can just like donate
Yeah.
to creators.
They only have like a few creators that are on it.
Yeah,
but-
it's kind of like yeah.
But yeah, they've started doing that. I wish that they would I don't know, I feel like they half-ass a lot of things.
They do.
You know? I feel like they half-assed streaming. They half-assed the whole like Patreon integration type beat.
They don't do a good job of keeping their small creators. That's what
Yeah.
makes me mad. Is they don't give a shit about their small creators.
Yeah, and
as
they
opposed
just
to
fucked
the
up
big-
so bad with the copyright stuff.
Yeah, that and I mean YouTube Red. They
Yeah.
could have done that so much better. It was
Yeah.
so cool whenever it was like Scare PewDiePie and all these
Mhm.
YouTubers got their own premium shows.
Right.
And then they were just like, just kidding, Kevin Hart and Will Smith, you get your own show.
Yeah,
it's
like they
just
already
like-
have their own show, dog,
Yeah.
on television.
Yeah,
the
they're
boomer
on, they're on
networks.
mainstream media.
Yeah. This is I don't know. I don't know what their aim is, Is it to become TV? Cuz like that's the whole point of YouTube, not being TV.
That's why I liked
It's like pay for the
I
content.
still don't know how I feel about Amazon owning Twitch now, especially seeing some of the decisions they've made, like kicking Doc off.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of fucked.
Yeah.
But
I don't prefer Amazon.
I
owning
do
them.
like the fact that YouTube has a serious competitor like Twitch. I
Yeah.
really do. That makes
Me
me
too.
feel a lot better. Or I guess here's the other thing that I would say: Department of Justice, don't break up Google unless you can get a good alternative. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not using Yahoo. I'm
Use
not fucking
DuckDuckGo.
using DuckDuckGo. I'm not gonna. If you're gonna cause this much shit over TikTok, we sure as hell aren't using Badu.
Yeah.
So I don't know what other options we have out there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of search engines actually. They're all just not as good.
Yeah, that's literally
At
the
the
whole
end of
point.
the day, they're just not as good.
Like browser is a different game too.
Yeah.
There are some other
definitely.
good browsers out there.
Yeah, plenty of good browsers.
It's
Like
just searching. Oh, and
yeah,
Bing. I
Chrome-
can't believe I forgot about Bing.
Yeah,
Bing
Bing.
fucking sucks.
yeah. The thing is, every browser out there operates on Chromium, which is the thing that Chrome runs on.
Really?
Yeah. So if you go to any browser, it basically the thing that it runs on is the thing that Google wrote to put Chrome on, and then they released the kind of like the framework to everyone, and everyone's like, that's fucking good. Let's put some on that, and so everyone has theirs on Chromium
Okay.
now. Even Microsoft Edge, I think, is written on Chromium now.
That's insane.
Yeah. Safari might not be.
I don't like the new Edge logo. That's a different thing, but
Okay,
that's
cool.
another story.
Very interesting. You want to talk about that for a while?
No. I will say, going back to it, it does make sense that it's like why it's also broken. Because remember, like, the fact that Apple pays Google, or no, is it? No, Google pays Apple $1 billion a year just to keep
yeah.
Google as
That's
a search engine for Safari.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, that is
Chump change for them.
that is just like that is chump change, but it's just like that requires no effort. It's just
Yeah.
like we know Microsoft will do this, but we're just gonna do it to you because why not?
Yeah.
Because we know you'll pay it.
Right. That's so funny.
Oh, one thing that Matt brought up that I do want to talk about is, did you hear about the fucking Wimbledon thing for this year?
No.
Oh my God,
No.
you would love this. Wimbledon made $180 million this year because they apparently have been paying for pandemic insurance for the past 20 years.
Yeah, that's
And
insane.
this is the first
dude.
time they've ever been able to cash out on it.
120?
180 million, I think, is
Wait.
how much it was.
No, 120 years? You
No,
said?
they've like
Wait.
the past 20 years.
Oh, last.
They've been paying.
That is
they've been paying
hilarious.
for it for like the past 20 years. Never thought they needed it, but then
Yeah.
now they fucking need it. And
Dude.
they just banked $180 million.
That is so fucking
So
funny.
yeah, they were probably like, hey, fuck it. Other tennis tournaments they postponed, like
Yeah.
the French Open postponed.
Yeah.
They were just like, fuck it, we just banked $180 million in a payout. We're not gonna do it.
Yeah, dude,
So-
that is fucking awesome.
Like it's
How funny is that?
it's
Imagine
really
if
funny
you're-
to see that. Because
Imagine if you're the insurance company that wrote that.
you're just like, oh, we're never gonna have to do.
Yeah, it's
this.
like, oh my god, it's free money from Wimbledon every single year for the rest of my life.
and
and
they're
then
just like, fuck.
20 years later, you're like, oh, fucking. You're the guy who was an intern at the time, and you
I
did
don't
it.
think you can write a policy like
Well,
that as an
okay,
intern.
okay. You had just started working there, like you're like 2 years in, and you're like,
To be fair,
and your boss high fives you. You're like, hell yeah, I just got free money. Next, 100 years, like whatever. There's never gonna be a
To be
pandemic
fair,
that big.
for a payout of $180 million, the amount they probably have paid a year for 20 years, being what they can invest that in, they're not hurting from that. I mean,
Well,
it
okay,
sucks,
but I
it's just-
bet I feel like pandemic insurance is not expensive. I imagine it's not very.
Oh yeah,
expensive.
it's not like the reason the government has to do flood insurance here is because we fucking flood.
right. That's
like,
why
all-
it's expensive because it's
Uh,
like you're gonna flood. It's just when.
Yeah, yeah, That's
It's gonna
that's
how
true.
long in between floods?
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was crazy. I'd never heard that, and then Matt told me that, and I was like, dude, we have to fucking talk about this.
Yeah. Dude, we should become pandemic insurers now, so that people start buying it because they're like, shit, it's gonna happen again. Happen now, it's gonna happen again. We'll be like, all right, and then 100 years later, we get really sad. but in those 100 years, we're making a bunch of money.
That's crazy, because then we'll be 121 years old,
and we'll be very old, and we can just die. We'll be like,
well,
we're out of money, but we can just die now.
Actually, that depends. I don't want to get super political on this, but it depends on if we're gonna handle everything like this, because then that would be a horrible idea.
Yeah.
But
well, I think so. I don't know. There's this theory that there's a pandemic, a really bad pandemic, every 100 years, and it's like kind of just on a rolling basis, and it's been happening for the last like 3 100-year increments, but I'm like, that's not very many hundreds years.
Well, also you can't. The further back you go, the worse our able to document that has become.
Yeah.
There's a better way of saying that. I said that pretty stupidly, but
no, I think that was exactly right. Anyway, so basically we just bank on that being exactly true, and then we kill everyone's policies like the year before 100 years is up.
Okay, so I was reading the Wall Street Journal this morning, and they had an article that was just talking about, it was like, oh my god, these batteries and these electric cars are so dangerous, they're starting fires. And then I just looked at it and saw it was like all the it was like GM, Ford, and I was just like, no, what you're saying is all of the companies that have rushed to get electric vehicles that suck at making them,
yeah.
Those are the ones that are at fault. Tesla was not even mentioned in the articles, and I thought that was just fucking hilarious. And I was just like, just be better.
Right. I mean, it's like you kind of have to like really fuck around to start a fire with an electric. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's far easier to.
It was the battery, because it was just like, hey, there's a fire starting under this left back seat where the battery is located.
No, what I mean is, a combustion engine is all fire.
Yeah,
it's the whole thing, and they figured out how to make it not catch on fire. So a battery should be much easier.
Well, I remember one thing that
they've had a lot longer too. So to be fair,
yeah, I mean, but still, you would think that if they're this, I mean, I don't know, they fucked up sometimes. One of my favorite stories is the fact that I think in one car in the 80s they put a certain spot in a certain way that you could just like tap it on the back and it would just blow up the car.
Yeah, if you rear-ended a car with a they put the gas tank right in the back of the car.
Yeah.
It was right in front of the rear bumper, and so if you got a fender bender, it would blow up the car. It's fucking crazy. They figured that out pretty quickly.
But the fact that the fact that they never thought of that before it left the production line was just kind of like,
right.
Maybe you should do a little bit more testing.
Yeah, this is a long time ago. This is like before cars.
This is the 80s though. I swore this like the 70s or 80s. Like no,
so.
I'm pretty sure there was one car that was like that.
Oh shit, I don't know.
That's something to look up because I feel like we still have a lot I want to talk about. But,
okay.
The jumping on that, have you heard about the whole drama with Nikola?
Is that the trucks?
Yes.
No, I haven't heard the drama about it.
Well, first
they're cool, by the way. They're fucking sick looking.
Yeah, and did you see that
Waco and Cybertruck?
They completely, the CEO defrauded his way to billions, became a billionaire, and then had to got a partnership with GM, to where GM will make the vehicles, and then it came out like later that it was just like, oh yeah, by the way, we were inflating a lot of these numbers, and we're not nearly as close to where we are saying we are, so he stepped down, but he's still a billionaire.
Sheesh.
So I know that's old news, but it's still just like,
man, no, I never heard that.
I'm seeing it so much in Finn memes that it's just like, damn.
That's so funny. Also, the fact that they just got away with calling it Nikola, you know?
They can't call it Tesla.
I know, just call it something different. Call
Edison. That's not as cool.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. I think. Okay, write that down. Take this out. Cut this out.
They just call it Thomas.
Thomas vehicles.
Whatever Westinghouse's first name was, they'll just call it that.
Don't know who that is.
That was the third guy.
Nice. Great one. There you go.
That's horrible. I figured batteries, being that yours doesn't have one. Do you want to talk about your motorcycle?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I fucking finally took it apart today. I mean, took apart a lot of the outside of it today. After 3 or 4 weeks of owning it, finally got to like fucking with it. And oh my god, is that engine small? I didn't realize how small the engine was until today. It really is. It's tiny.
I feel like it's not a small bike, but I feel like it's on the smaller end.
No, the bike is like a normal size. The engine is tiny.
Is tiny.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like 10 horsepower, which is not great, but I was like, it's not very much metal to move around. Car is like 2,000 pounds, and it's like,
well, you're not looking
100
for.
horsepower.
I mean, you're not looking for.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for
You want something
super speed,
You want
but
something fun.
yeah, Jesus. Anyway, but yeah, so I texted Cliff and I was like, my dad. Anyway, so I sent him a picture of like, I need a new coil or whatever, and he's like, oh, I bet the one from the 3-wheeler will work on that. And I'm like, and he's just like, you can't have it. And I'm like, fuck. But that's pretty much all I need at this point.
As
I
a
think.
coil.
Yeah, and a new battery. Oh, also the I tried to tell him this, but I couldn't figure it out. I sent him a picture. I don't know what it's called. The little thing where you change gears.
The shifter.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Sure, the little shifter boy. Yeah, to shift gears.
That it keeps falling off.
Yeah, it's fucking broke. I thought it was just something that
No.
wasn't screwed in. It's just fucking broken.
It looked broken.
I'm like, was someone riding this and tried to shift gears and it was just like, well,
Maybe
guess
it's
I'll
because
die
they're
now.
resting their feet on it because there's no foot pedal for you to put your foot on there. So they probably put so much pressure on that
Yeah.
finally it just fucking gave.
I don't know how that foot pedal came off, though.
I don't either.
Like-
There's a lot of things about that motorcycle that I'm like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
Especially being that you said no
Yeah,
one
Juan
wrote
said
it.
like it's unwritten. It's probably fallen over a bunch of times.
Well, that could be how. The
Yeah.
weight of that thing, if you let it fall, it
Yeah.
probably can break that easily.
I wonder, is there like an odometer on there? I didn't check. Don't you measure in hours for motorcycles, like on boats? Probably not.
This is... Leave in the comments below how you measure speed of... Or not speed.
No,
but fucking
time. Yeah.
On... I don't know.
This is just everyone realizing how little I know about motorcycles and being like, why the fuck did
Welcome
you buy
back
one
to the
then?
Motorcycle Maintenance Podcast, where we
The
actually...
art of motorcycle maintenance?
That's where I was about to say. We just have a podcast where it's not actually about motorcycles. It's about that book.
Boom.
The worst book ever written.
I didn't think it
Oh
was
my
that bad.
god, that book was fucking terrible.
It was slow and kind of hard to
It
read,
was
but
so boring. It was just, it was interesting how it was just like, this is the most boring book ever. And the next thing you know, it's like, hey, I had electroshock therapy because I drove myself insane over the word simple.
is that what happened?
Yeah.
I don't really
I'm
remember.
pretty sure it is. It's been fucking 3 years since I read it. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
That was crazy time. It's so yeah. Hey guys, that book is a book about philosophy, by the way, not about motorcycle maintenance. That is kind of the funny juxtaposition, you might say.
You might say indeed.
I might. Two Bears, One Cave live show. I wish I was them right now,
I know. That was so fucking funny.
dude. That was actually, I don't know, maybe the greatest podcast experience I've ever seen.
I know. The only thing, because
is not
was
for everyone,
always
by the way.
enjoyable. Yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. Well, it's like the same thing with the only thing that made it that funny is because they were all fucked up and it just went for so long that it
Yeah.
was just like, oh my god, what are we doing? Was the Alex Jones episode of Joe Rogan?
Oh yeah,
Where they just went for 4.5 hours.
That's
I
insane.
think that has to be the longest episode.
dude. That was yeah.
And I listened to the whole thing.
I didn't.
I did it over multiple days. Don't worry. It
Okay,
took
yeah.
me like a week and a half to just finish the whole thing. But I was luckily driving a lot, so I mean, it wasn't that long. But
Yeah. I watched a
Anyway.
few clips of that one, but that was it.
So Two Bears, One Cave Live, they basically did their own virtual, like, it was a live version of the podcast that wasn't actually live because,
Yeah.
well, actually it was live. It was the fact that I thought they were going to invite the dominatrix and do that live, but
Yeah.
that's why I was confused.
Okay, yeah.
But no, they did it live. They got fucked up. It was so funny. I mean,
It was a ridiculous amount of nudity. Like so much more
Yeah,
nudity than
it was
I
very
ever would have
interesting
expected.
watching straight up porn with your friends.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
They were just
the guy was like,
yeah,
yeah.
It was really funny seeing.
I was just thinking of Nadav, or what is his name?
Nadav is the
yeah.
yeah,
I'm just like, what
how
is
he has
Nadav
to pull
thinking
that
right
up.
now? He has to pull this up. Nadav's like, all right, yep. Yeah, yep. Here we go. This is the link.
I know.
They were basically at well, I guess it doesn't matter if I spoil it.
Yeah, I mean they have a few days. By the time this episode comes out, it's not even gonna be available. So,
Okay. Well, it was crazy. There were I don't know. It's really too much to describe. There were so many different points of that.
Yeah,
It was
I mean
like-
there was hardcore porn that was played.
Yeah.
They had a Zoom call with Bert's favorite male porn star, and just it was very insightful on the
It
porn
was.
industry.
They had Sean Evans.
Who also showed his dick. No, he actually didn't do that.
No.
But,
They had Sean Evans after the porn star, which is I thought kind of the wrong order of things.
Oh, I thought it was
know?
hilarious because they were like, Sean, thank you for coming. I'm sorry for what you're attached to.
Yeah.
To where
That was so funny.
he had no idea that he was following a male porn star
Yeah.
and just hardcore porn.
That was so funny.
It was overall a good experience. It was nice seeing them. They talk about this, but I've never seen them. It's weird whenever you hear Bert once a week talk about how much he gets fucked up, that it's just like almost to the point where it's just like, I feel like I'm talking to a friend.
Yeah.
And he's telling me about this, and now I finally get to see it.
Yeah.
So
That's so funny.
It was very entertaining overall. Would recommend if you haven't. I mean, I love the podcast. That is actually probably my top podcast now.
Yeah.
Because for Joe Rogan, I like the Joe Rogan experience, but it's like I mostly bank on. I don't watch it for Joe. I watch it for Joe's interaction with the guests. So it's really what guests you get, and then Whiskey Ginger is kind of the same thing. But and I mean same with other ones. But when they're together, they're so fucking funny.
Yeah, they're just funny every fucking week, or every time they put one out. Yeah, but be forewarned for those of you that are like, oh, maybe it's kind of funny. Maybe I'll go watch it. It is very intense.
It's
like,
very NSFW. Like they literally put that like 4 times on the.
Yeah,
that's what made me so excited is because they said that and I was like, oh my god,
it is
we're
like
about to watch the craziest.
It's
thing
not
ever.
not only not safe for work. It's not safe for home either. It's like you're gonna have to go outside maybe to watch it. That's how not safe it is. It's so graphic. Like,
It's very graphic.
it is not safe for anywhere. If there's a child within 100 feet, you might be breaking the law watching it.
Oh my god.
Oh man, it is. It really was funny though. Jesus Christ. I'm just thinking about the other bit.
To mix things up before I wanted to touch on this because I thought it was very interesting, but I finally watched the PlayStation 5 user experience, and
Okay.
I thought it was very. I mean, I was like, hey, that would be interesting to talk about, even though I'm not gonna get a PS5.
Yeah, it's just a very specific thing to want to talk about.
Okay, well then, fuck it. We're
No,
not
we
gonna
can.
talk
I
about
just
it. No.
I just thought it was funny.
Well, I just think it's interesting to see what they where they're going with this.
Yeah.
So they have a feature where it basically you pull up a game, like when you press the home button, you can see the different like progresses that you need for stuff, and it'll show you like the PlayStation has built into it an estimated play time, so it'll be like, hey, you have to do this objective. It'll take about this long.
Oh, that's so sick.
And then if you're a PlayStation Plus member, it'll actually show you videos and like give you hints on like how to do it within it, so you don't have to go YouTube it.
Yeah, like go through the walkthrough. That is so cool.
Which also that's gonna fuck so many YouTubers. But
yeah, sure. Is that like a is the estimated time like an average of what most players have taken to do it?
I don't know. They didn't say. They said it was a
'Cause that would be
PlayStation
good.
generated, so it might be based off of people who play the game.
That would be really cool.
But it was just like,
that's
hey,
so
there's
dope.
this objective, and it says about 10 minutes. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Okay, well, that's really sweet.
And then like you can, I thought it was cool. I don't know if you can do this before, but you can share screens within a chat, like a party or whatever. And with that, you can move it around, and you can put it in like you can watch one of your friends' screens in the bottom right corner while you're just playing your game.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I was like, oh, that's pretty
Picture
sick.
in picture. That's what they call that.
Yeah, that's the UX was sick. Go watch the video if you're super into that. But that was just kind of really cool things that I was like, that
actually is really
be
cool.
Really interesting to see IRL.
Yeah, that is really interesting.
The
That'd
one
actually
thing
be
I'm
like
really wondering
fun
is,
and useful.
Is the starter
Pokemon?
I was gonna say, is the starting size console gonna have like a 10 terabyte hard drive because of how big games are getting?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, hearing the fact that like none of our friends have updated to the new COD because they're like, I was like, I don't want to use my entire hard drive for this update.
Yeah. I'm just thinking it's like Minecraft. It's like a fucking
3 terabytes.
No, I was saying like estimated time to do things. It'll be like fight the Ender Dragon should take you about 8 hours. And I'm 250 hours into a world and I still haven't done it. And they're like,
oh, the fact
I just
that
fuck
if
up
you do that, you're just fucking up the algorithm.
Yeah, I'm fucking up the algorithm so bad because it's taking me 250 hours to go do something.
I wonder about that because what if people just fucking suck? So then that thing is just horrible and it's not accurate at all.
I'm sure they have some clever algorithm going on, but that would be very
you
funny.
Suck algorithm.
Yeah. Oh man. It's just it shows it for how good it thinks you are at games. So it'll be like this is probably gonna take you like quite a while.
You suck, so
You might never finish this. It's like a puzzle game
Wait,
or
what
something.
If it said that? It was just like time estimated to
Infinity.
finish. Never.
Never.
It was like, did you see
Greater
the thing
than
that it
100
showed?
hours.
Did you see it showed for the Jets? There was something where it was showing like the ranking of different teams in the division,
Uh-huh.
and it just for the Jets, it just said last. It didn't even show a number.
Aw.
It just said last.
We don't know. It doesn't matter. They're gonna be last. They start with the Jets. They start at the bottom with Jets. Oh man, that's bad.
So what about Ice Cube?
Oh, and 50 Cent a little bit.
Oh, so this is the same thing.
Yeah. They're both like under fire a little. Okay. Actually, I want to talk about Ice Cube first because
50 Cent got probably under a lot more heat than I don't
Yeah.
know what Ice Cube said.
Ice
but
Cube didn't really even do anything that bad. It was just because I saw 50 Cent on there that I wanted to talk about Ice Cube. But Ice Cube basically was just like he got so okay, so I'm back on Twitter, first of all.
Okay.
I'm fully back. I'm fully addicted to Twitter again. I'm back. I'm just getting angry again. So anyway.
Yeah, I might dip until the election's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to very soon. Because now I cannot go on trending without it just being political, and it's so fucking annoying. So I was like, I saw Ice Cube trending, and I was like, oh great, something not political. So I went click on it. It was fucking political. I was so pissed. And so I'm reading about it. Basically, he said he was trying to promote some initiative, basically, that he was working with the Trump administration to do. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's good. I'm like, he's trying to be productive. He's trying to like get things done, I guess. And he got fucking flamed so hard. And he's like, guys, I'm just trying to help. And everyone's like, yeah, but you're a piece of shit for it. And I was like, oh, poor Ice Cube. He's trying so hard and just can't catch a break because everyone's like, anyway. But it was the same thing like 50 Cent. 50 Cent was way funnier though.
50 Cent was like, yeah. So for those who don't know, 50 Cent posted it was like CNBC or MSNBC's like a picture of the screen that showed the top tax rates if Joe Biden wins the presidency. And for New York City, it was 62.5%, which I agree with him. Holy fuck, that is high. That is
crazy.
insane.
Fucking insane.
Why would you want to pay that?
That's so insane.
He literally said, I don't care if Trump doesn't like black people. Fuck that shit.
Quote. End quote. That is what he said.
He goes, fuck the Knicks. They don't even win anyway.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm not dealing with this shit. So
End quote. He literally said that shit.
That was his caption on that photo. And he was getting flamed in the comments too, but his whole thing is like to build like he is like you.
He loves to be
the more
hated.
clout you
he
have,
loves to be hated.
the more clout you have, the more money you can make. And he's just like, you stay having clout if people are hating on you. So that's like his whole motto is like, if we can't be friends, can we at least be enemies?
Yeah,
that's
dude.
what he says.
I was like, oh my god. I didn't know if he was serious at first, and then I was like, it's 50 Cent. He's never serious. Like,
no, he literally said he posted a photo later that day that was just like him in a turtleneck, and it was just like, I forgot I'm bankrupt. Who wants to loan me
oh
money?
yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
But yeah, no, I actually have mad respect for him because it was that, and then another thing that was funny is they photoshopped his face on Donald Trump when they were like rappers when they see that New York tax rate from Joe Biden, and it was just like, and then it was just a bunch of rapper MAGA jokes that followed it because they were just like when rappers find out that they actually might not want to do it. But yeah, no,
dude, that was so funny.
But I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's
also just a insight that I don't think people realize how insane some of these tax plans are.
I just think it's funny when like, I don't know, just anytime a rapper says anything that's just like not rap related, I think is funny,
Oh, when they try and do stuff other than rap.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, no. You do your thing and do not touch. Kind of like whenever the stupid celebrity vote video.
Yeah.
Where they're like, they get naked and post a video saying that you haven't seen this at
No.
all. It's a huge. Dickie did it today, but like so many fucking celebrities are just getting naked and going on social media and just being like, I'm naked. Go now that I have your attention. Go vote. Your vote matters. And it's just like, stop shoving this down people's throat. I get that it's important, but like, you don't understand shit. You're famous for looking good and using emotions. Stop. Just stop. You're not smart.
Yeah. I don't mean to be against I think it's good like if, celebrities are trying to support things that they find important. I just mean I think it's funny when people who have absolutely no experience in something are like very passionate. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically, I mean like whenever a rapper is like I don't like these tax rates. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
50 Cent's a huge businessman, and he
Yeah, that's
doesn't
true.
even rap anymore, really. He was
True.
the last thing he did was Pop Smoke's album, executive produced, and he was on a song.
I feel like I had a funny thing that I was going for here, and I cannot remember what I was going for, so never mind.
The last thing I had to say about taxes that I kind of want to leave off with that I thought was interesting was I was listening to Brackets by J. Cole today, and he had a bar that I was like, that would be a very interesting idea. I don't know if it would work or not, but it's just like, hey, if you have to, it gets to the end of the year, you pay your taxes. What if the government like gave you a setup that was just like, hey, these are your options. You can use the money that you just paid us, and where do you want it to go? And you kind of get to choose what you fund.
That'd be great.
And I was wondering, do you think that would, one, work, and two, do you think that would be? I don't know. Not only would it work, but I think it's kind of awesome. I think that would be very cool.
I think it'd be
a lot of things
brilliant.
Like, this is fucking stupid.
I think it'd be brilliant as an option because I think then.
Because it's not like it's not like you just get to say. It's like they give you an option. You have a certain amount of money anyway, because it's like based off of what you pay.
Yeah.
It's you just decide how you want to do it.
Yeah, you're already forced to pay your taxes.
Yeah.
I think that would be an excellent way to mitigate some of the even if taxes are raised, then people go, okay, well at least I'm doing something with them. You know, it right now it feels like you pay taxes and it just goes to the aether. I think it's a brilliant idea. I'm sure he's not the first person who said that, but nice, J. Cole. That's a fucking brilliant idea.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I love this song. How did I miss this part? I was like driving, and I was like, oh my god, that's a really good idea.
I think that honestly should have been how it. Well, it's difficult because there's people who do it for a living. Who are like, we need to put taxes towards this thing, and that's their whole job to figure it out.
Yeah, but think about this. That's where the efficiency comes in. Of if it's like, if no one's putting money towards this, it's like, maybe we shouldn't have this tax at all. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, I think because I ended up putting so much. Well, for for state taxes, everything goes to roads.
100%.
It's like roads and education. That's it.
Well,
50-50.
It's like that, and then the crazy thing about that would be, that's when you can switch it up, because then it's like, all right, we've been putting money towards roads for the past 10 years, and that's the only thing we put money towards.
Yeah.
So now we have
roads are sick.
Now we have the nicest and coolest bridges and roads, and we don't need it for forever. So then it's like, all right, what's next?
Yeah, I think that would be excellent. I mean, at least at least a partial.
Yeah, maybe if they took like 25% of the taxes you pay, and you're like, all right, we'll let you choose.
Yeah, even that. I think that would be an excellent idea. Damn. I don't know. It's really something to think about.
I know.
Is that like a thing that people are like talking about?
No, it was just the fact that it was J. Cole was like, it's 2018. How do I get? It was like something about like, why should I let some old dude in suits choose where my taxes go? And he's talking about how he pays so much in it, he should at least have a say. And then it was just like, why can't I choose where I put my taxes? This shit's so archaic.
Damn, that's a good ass idea.
And then it ended with like the little skit where somebody was just like, how much you want? Half. You can suck half this dick.
That's classic. Okay.
Classic Cole.
I
don't know if you have anything else you want to talk about.
No, I think we kind of actually hit everything.
Yeah, I was kind of worried on time, but like I think we kind of just
blew through it all. Build a bar tomorrow. That'll be good.
Yeah, we'll be building the bar tomorrow. The one that we said we were going to build literally 10 episodes ago.
Yeah. So
we're doing it now.
Yeah.
We should vlog it. I kind of want to. So
yeah,
we'll do it.
We'll take a little video,
little
time lapse or something.
But yeah, so I guess we'll see you next week. Jerseys, pre-order fucking jerseys. We still have some left, but it's a limited amount. Trying to help us out, support us, but also it'd be sick if we could sell all these out in pre-order before they even come in.
That'd be killer.
So I would love that. It would mean a lot to us if you did that.
Yeah. You'll look fresh as fuck. They're actually so fire.
I know. They're so fucking
so fire.
sick. I cannot wait for them to come in. I think they probably should be coming in within the next 2 weeks. But
I showed it to the breach guys, and they were like, ooh. Actually no, Shane was like, that's horrible. And I was like,
oh, well, fuck you, Shane.
Yeah, I was like, fuck you, Shane.
But yeah, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, go like fucking everything we have, share it with everyone you know, and go buy some jerseys. I don't know if you have anything else.
No, that's pretty much it.
We do have surprising guests for next week.
I did want to say, peace.